Paul is 49, though he'd tell you he doesn't feel it. Sells insurance for a living, married almost 3 decades, 2 kids who moved out years ago. Every Sunday morning, before his neighborhood is even awake, he wheels an old Triumph out of the garage and meets 3 guys he's known since college. His wife stopped asking why a while ago. He just says he needs air. That's the story most people accept, but there's a real explanation underneath it, and it has almost nothing to do with a midlife crisis. Paul belongs to Generation X, born between 1965 and 1980, the generation raised on independence out of necessity. Right now, thousands of men just like him are quietly doing the exact same thing every weekend for reasons science can actually explain. Here are 5 reasons why men like Paul ride. Reason 1. It solves a friendship problem nobody names out loud. Research on male social bonds shows something specific. Men connect more easily side by side, doing something, than face to face, talking about something. A weekly ride gives Paul a reason to show up without ever saying, "I need people." The bike does the talking. Generation X men in particular, raised without much adult supervision, learned early not to ask for help. The motorcycle quietly gets around that. Reason 2. It isn't nostalgia. It's finally becoming someone. Psychologists studying identity have found that people often buy things to become the version of themselves they always pictured, not the version they ended up living as. For Gen X men specifically, that inner image was shaped by cheap gas, open highways, and movies from a childhood that came right before mortgages and responsibility swallowed the decade. Buying the bike at 55 isn't chasing the past. It's finally affording the person he was always going to be. Reason 3. They're statistically the safest riders on the road. Studies on older motorcyclists consistently find the same pattern. More caution, slower escalation into risk, fewer reckless decisions. The stereotype of the reckless older biker is almost backwards. What actually goes up with age is injury severity, not the number of mistakes. Reason 4. It does something almost nothing else does to stress. Researchers measuring stress hormones and brain activity during rides found something that shouldn't happen. Heart rate rises like light exercise, while the main stress hormone drops at the same time. It wakes the body up and calms the mind down simultaneously, something neither a nap nor a workout manages alone. Reason 5. It taps into wiring older than roads. Humans survived by exploring unfamiliar territory, and that instinct never fully switched off. It just ran out of places to go in a life built on repeating the same commute for 30 years. A motorcycle gives that old instinct somewhere to go again. Every ride slightly unpredictable in a way modern life almost never is anymore. So next time you see a man like Paul pull out of his driveway on a Sunday morning, it isn't a crisis. For a generation raised to handle everything alone, it might be the 1 hour of the week where he finally doesn't have to.